great to see Rory back because he last fought in August of 2022 in the PFL, lost to Delano Taylor, welterweight tournament semifinal. I feel like it was around the time. It was when he fought John Fitch in 2019, fought him to a draw, started to speak about losing his love, his passion for the game, but he did stick around for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more fights before sailing off into the sunset almost exactly 3 years ago, August of 2022, and pretty much disappeared for all intents and purposes from the MMA landscape. But as I said, reemerged in May, and it felt longer than 3 years, to be honest, reemerged in May at that event in Montreal, and now starting to see him do more on his YouTube channel, on social media, training with the likes of Wonderboy. And so I thought it would be a great time to reconnect with the Red King himself. He is kind enough to join us. Let us say hello once again, for the first time in a long time, to Rory MacDonald. There he is. Rory.
Hey, Ariel.
How are you? It's good to talk to you again. Long time no speak.
I know. It's nice speaking with you again on your show.
Yes. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this. I really appreciate it. And like I've said a few times now, man, you just kind of reemerged, I feel like, at that Montreal event in May, and it was so nice to see you back in the mix. And so let me just ask you, where have you been the last 3 years? Because at least to me, from an MMA perspective, it felt like you just kind of disappeared from the sport.
Yeah, I definitely did. I think I was just disappointed that I didn't accomplish my goals, and I think I was just a little burnt out of the sport and just needed that time away, I think, and had other interests that I wanted to pursue, and that's basically what I did. Is I just kind of like cut ties with martial arts for a while, and then just went down and explored some different interests of mine.
When you did that, when you cut ties, like, did you stop watching the sport? Did you stop following it? Like, was it a cold turkey thing?
Yeah, pretty much actually. I didn't watch anything, didn't really keep up to date much. I wasn't training for at least a year or so, I'd probably say. Then I got back to the gym and training, and watching it shortly in small amounts. But yeah.
Why do you think that happened? Like, why did it feel like you needed that break?
I think the main reason was just being burned out about it, just and disappointment of just like how things went, and I think a mixture of both of that, just being burnt out and not having the drive and interest anymore, and then disappointment about just not accomplishing things. But I'm grateful for it, because the last 3 years have given me a lot of time to do a lot of self work and look internally. Think about, reminisce about of memories and things like that. It was really good for me.
Did you have I'm just wondering, did you have any sort of like animosity toward the sport, like where you needed that break because you just didn't love it the way in which you did in the past?
I didn't have animosity, just a little disappointment in myself, I would say.
Okay.
And just, fatigued of just being in it for so long since I was a teenager. I started fighting pro when I was 16, and at 16, well, even before that, my goal was to be world champion and to be the best. So, it was a bit of a long road, and yeah.
And when you said you didn't train for a year, does that mean like no exercise whatsoever, or just no martial arts?
No martial arts. So I was like lifting and stuff, and still doing fitness a bit. But no martial arts at all. And I was probably over a year, to be honest, probably closer to 2.
Wow. And so like that decision to say, okay, first day I'm gonna go back. Like, how do you get to that point? Do you remember what went into that to say I'm gonna start training a little bit again?
Yeah, I think I tried once or twice and it didn't really stick. And, I was feeling stiff and gross and, just wasn't feeling it. And then my kids were like really wanting to go do jujitsu and they motivated me seeing them do jujitsu. I was like, you know what? I love this stuff.
Wow.
So yeah, I started going back and to a friend's jujitsu club, 450 here in Laval. And so, yeah, that was kind of the beginning journey coming back into the martial arts world. And slowly, God just opened more and more doors and made a social media again for it and started doing instructionals. And UFC, I'm getting invited to UFC events and all these different opportunities. So, God has seemed to open up doors where there wasn't any.
Did you delete your social media for a moment?
Yeah, I think it was like 3 years
Why'd you do that?
just to cut ties and get away from it all.
Why did it have to be so drastic? Like, why could you just like delete the app and log off, but not delete the whole thing and disappear on us?
I don't know. I just needed it, I guess.
Okay, it felt good to do that.
Yeah, it did. Like a fresh start, I guess.
And so when your kids said they wanted to start training and you saw them train, was it because they saw their dad in videos and or was it just something that they picked up on their own? How did that happen? Because it wasn't a part of your life at the time.
Yeah, no, we weren't really involved in it. weren't watching fights or anything. I think I brought it up to them, and they were interested, so they liked it. My daughter was a killer,
Wow.
so yeah, it was fun.
Is she still doing it?
No, she's it's been a while, but we'll get her back into it more consistently
Okay.
and doing other stuff.
And so when you went to that event in Montreal, prior to that, when was the last time you went to a UFC event?
Whoa, probably when I fought Stephen Thompson.
Wow. That last
Yeah,
fight.
yeah,
Damn.
I think so.
That
Yeah.
interview got me in a lot of trouble. You remember that, right?
Which one? Refresh my memory.
When you said that you were going to fight out your contract.
Oh, okay.
Remember
Yes, I do remember.
you said you were going to fight out your contract and you felt disrespected by the contract. And then I got fired from Fox the next day. Crazy
I'm
time.
sorry, man.
No, it's okay. It's okay. No regrets.
Sorry,
No,
bro.
it's a crazy time. It's a crazy business. It still is, Rory.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Like, did they call you? Did they say we want you? Like, how did you reemerge? Because it was so nice to see you and George and David Loiseau and Valerie, but the olive branch or whatever you want to call it to bring you to that event. How did that come about?
Yeah. So, I had worked with the UFC Canada marketing team or promotional team. I don't know what exactly the branch is called, but basically they reached out to me. Their UFC's coming to Montreal. We would like you to be a part of it in whatever way, and the Q&A and things like that. So I was stewing on it for a bit, and I was talking to my wife about it, and I was like, you know what, let's do it. So it was another open door, and it seems like that's the road I'm on now. So
Why were you stewing on it?
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I was nervous about it. I guess to get back in front of people on a stage and stuff. Something about it was just nerve wracking. Was I ready to get back into that life? I guess
How did it feel being there?
it felt great. It felt refreshing. Like I missed it a bit, unknowingly.
Did it feel like you were back home? Like, did it feel like a comforting feeling?
Yeah. I had a lot of great I was reminiscing, being backstage at weigh-ins, and I even had my kids with me, my wife, and it was really cool. It was a cool moment, and just took me back to those moments that I was back there getting ready to get on stage for weigh-ins and fight week and all that.
Because I would imagine when you were fighting that fight against Wonder Boy and prior to that, your kids weren't around, right? I don't even know if your wife ever went.
My daughter was born I want to say like a month or a month and a half after that fight, actually.
Oh, wow.
I was talking to Steven in his training camp when I was over there. I was like, yeah, like my daughter was like the same, like she was born like right after we fought. Like it's
Wow.
almost like an anniversary. Yeah, it's just funny.
And so when you went to the event the next day, what was it like to feel that energy, to see the fights? You know, you fought there
It
for so
was,
many years. What did that do to you?
it was amazing. It was UFC really knows how to put on an amazing event. I still think they put on the best event in the world. Even outside of MMA, they just know how to do it. They know how to put on a great show. The fights were fantastic, and the UFC is amazing with their organization. It just runs so smooth. Everybody's so professional, and the people are great. Behind the scenes, they're so generous and kind. So it was really a pleasure. It was fun.
Did you happen to run into Dana?
I didn't. No.
Okay. Would you have talked to him if you saw him?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't hold any bad blood on my end. Uh, it's it's water under the bridge. Business had to be done on both sides. That's okay. We never exited it with any bad words or harsh words. It was professional,
Of
and
course.
there
Yeah,
wasn't any animosity there.
for sure. When you left the event and went home that night, went to bed, woke up the next day, did you feel anything different? Like, did that get your juices flowing? Did that create an itch? What did it do anything to you?
Sure, yeah. I mean, it's so cool. Like, seeing the fighters walk out. I was right up close to them, and being that close and watching my friend Eamon just be in a war with Jose Aldo, and remembering those feelings is definitely it definitely reminds me of those times and ignites that flame, that spark. So, and even before that, I went and cornered a friend at his title fight here in Samurai. It was like a week before or something like that, and that was very motivational being in that atmosphere also.
Wow. Was that your first time cornering someone since the layoff?
I would say so, yeah. Yeah.
Wow. So you were in the locker room, you felt that energy, those nerves.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so fun. It was nice.
Did the invitation to join Wonder Boy's camp come after all of this, or was that already in the works?
No, he reached out on social media. I think he had saw that I did like kind of like a video with what is it again? I'm slipping the name. Jeff. We did like a collaboration on like a video for his YouTube,
Okay.
and Wonder Boy saw it because he follows him as well. And I think it's MMA Shredded. And anyway, that's how he was like, "Oh, Rory's back." And so he reached out. He was like, "Hey, do you want to come help me train for my fight?" I'm like, "Yeah, for sure. That'd be so fun."
Wow. How long were you there for?
Yeah, just a week. I would have stayed longer. It just because it was last minute. I had so many other plans, and I was super busy at the time.
What was it like to be a part of a training camp like that for a UFC fight with a guy you know, big time fight for him? Like just to be in that environment, what was that like for a week?
It was very motivational also.
Okay.
So that was fun. I had a great time. It was nice to be back in that zone where you're getting ready and you're trying to harden the body and mind, preparing for something like that. So it was fun to be a part of, for sure.
So let's not beat around the bush anymore here. Are you coming back, Rory? Is that what's happening here?
I don't know, but I'm back in the gym full time.
Oh,
It's got
wow.
me. It's got me in the gym, loving training again. That's for sure. So I don't know what it'll lead to, but I'm enjoying my time in martial arts again. It feels good.
And when you say full time, what does that mean? Like you're there every day?
Uh yeah, yeah. I'm like, training twice a day, 3 times a day.
Wow.
Just having
Okay.
fun with it.
So you're not just like a dad trying to stay in shape. 3 times a day is a different level.
Well, yeah, it is more than, yeah, just staying in shape for sure. I'm trying to improve myself and stuff. So, but there's nothing for sure. I'm just having fun at this point, and where I stand is, this last few years, I'm letting God just take the direction in my life, and where the doors open and up if there's opportunities, and I'm just going down that path and letting my faith in God lead the way.
Do you want to fight again?
Yeah, there's the fire is always there. It's always part of me. I feel like that was put inside me from an early age, that competition and the love for martial arts. So that never really died. When I left, even when I was burnt out, I carry that edge with me. Even though, I'm at peace and everything, and like I'm happy, I'm in a much better life than what I was when I was in the UFC and in my career. But I still have that part of me that, I think I'll carry for all my life.
You say the fire never dies, but my impression, just from afar, was that it felt like it did kind of extinguish towards the end there. Like it did feel like you didn't have the love for it
Yeah.
anymore, like you didn't want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Is that inaccurate?
Yeah. No, for sure. Like like I said, I was just burned out, and when you're just tired of something, doing something for so long, and not seeing results, and just I don't know, a lot of things that just didn't go your way, that you get disappointed about. I guess just carries a heaviness about it, but time sometimes can heal.
I felt like the turning point was the John Fitch fight, and you even had 8 fights after that, and the PFL run and all that. You remember when you were on the microphone after that fight? It felt like you were speaking about this for the first time on a big stage. Do you think in retrospect that you stuck around, like you probably should have taken a break then?
I definitely should have taken shorter breaks in between, like mental refresher breaks, and not is that's the thing. I never let go mentally at all throughout my career, and I think that was an issue that I've learned being away from the sport now. But I think it was even before that. It was after the Lima fight, my first one with Douglas Lima. I think taking all that damage, and I was just talking about this with some friends actually. I think making better money, and I think that was a distraction, and the lifestyle that comes with it, and just adjusting to that. So I think I just needed to have some, had to grow up and adjust to that. But it definitely started after the Lima fight, where I just kind of lost my passion, and I would have mixed results in my fights after that, I find.
The Marvin Hagler line about hard to wake up in the morning when you're sleeping in silk pajamas type of thing.
Yeah, yeah, it's easier to like just not take a day off,
Yeah.
when you're your own boss, and you've got comfort around you. And it was awkward. It was, well, not awkward, but it was interesting timing. I had a new family that was, unplanned, and I didn't have a plan for that. It was like suddenly I'm a family man, and then my faith turned around big time, and I was navigating that, and then all this money pouring in. It was a lot to handle at the time for me, I think.
Now that you're back in the mix, do you watch MMA? Do you follow it? Do you find yourself more interested in it?
Yeah. I don't watch every fight or anything like that, but I definitely watch and stay somewhat up to date. I am interested. Yeah.
And you're doing tutorials now on your YouTube page.
Yeah, that's been fun with BJJ Fanatics. Those guys are been amazing, and it's been fun working with them.
Like you're fully
And
immersed now.
yeah, I'm back in the martial arts world.
By the way, when they inducted you and Robbie into the Hall of Fame, the UFC 189 fight, which I still have right over here. Where is it? Where is it? You see it? Oh yeah, there it is. You see it? You're still here on my desk,
Butterbean.
Rory. You're still here with me.
No, you didn't forget me.
No, you left us, but I didn't leave you. Did you not go to that? If my memory serves me correct, were you not there?
Yeah, they invited me. And I was stewing on that too. My wife was telling me, you should go, but it was too fresh. It was right after I retired, and I was being a bit of a baby, I think.
Why wouldn't you go?
I don't know. It's just felt like a loser at that point. I lost that fight. What am I going to go accept an award for losing a fight?
Mm.
So I don't know. I think I was just being a little. It was just fresh. The retirement was fresh.
Do you regret that? Do you wish you would have gone?
Yeah, I think I should have. I think it would have been nice to be alongside Robbie. We both, dug deep in that. I think it would have been the right thing to do, looking back.
And so do you have different feelings towards that fight now? It's like some people say it's their favorite fight ever, one of the greatest fights ever. I know you say you lost and you fell short of your goal, but the way it's beloved and revered, can you look at it differently now?
Oh, it was a great lesson, taught me so much about myself and martial arts and how to compete in that kind of environment. So I don't have any bad feelings at all. And I'm glad it came out the way it did. I was actually just talking to friends about this also. It was, I think it was meant to be that I didn't win that fight. I don't think it would have been any good for me with where I was at my life at that point to carry that. I don't think I was mature enough
Really?
to yeah, no, I definitely wasn't. But the choices I was making, definitely not. So
Wow.
I'm happy with my personal growth. But
That's
obviously, it would have been nice to have that.
It's fascinating to hear that juxtaposition, because you say on the one hand you were disappointed that you didn't meet your ultimate goal, but on the other hand, when you were that close to meeting it, you say it was for the better that you didn't win that fight.
Yeah, I think so. I think getting that kind of spotlight and where I was at my life at that particular time, I don't think it would have been good for me. Looking back, I think it all happened for a reason, and I had some growth to do, and I'm happy to say that I've come a long way since then.
Does being a champion motivate you at all? Like if you did come back, would it be to finally win that belt, or would it be for other reasons?
I have no idea right now. I'm just enjoying myself.
Yeah.
There's no pressure to accomplish anything at this point. I'm just enjoying myself and being back in the MMA world.
How do you spend your time? Like what like other than training and stuff, what do you do day to day?
Well, yeah. So I had an Airbnb for a couple years. I was really interested in having an Airbnb. I loved being up in nature, so I had like a chalet here in Quebec. We did really well. It was like the top 5% of homes, so that was taking up a lot of time. But ended up losing my itch for that, and we just sold it. So uh,
No.
it's nice to remove it.
Oh, we lost you
Okay, you
briefly.
got me?
Yeah, you're back now. You said you sold it?
Yeah, so yeah, we sold it. So, most of my time was going towards that. That freed up my time. So now I just figured, you know what? I got all this free time again. Let me just dedicate it to training. So I'm here training full time.
Do you go back to TriStar at all?
Yep. I was there last week. I think just once because I was in Toronto the other half of the week. But yeah, I still go to TriStar.
Incredible. So if you were to say right now, what are you leaning towards? Do you think you'll fight again?
I don't know.
Too soon.
I just keep an open mind.
What does your family think of this?
Um, I don't know. I've only talked to her about my wife. She says do it.
She's supportive. She's not saying no way.
she's she's used to me just doing whatever I want.
Okay.
So.
And I'm sure there's a part of you that probably wants to have your kids see you fight. Maybe no.
I mean, that would be pretty cool. I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Have you shown them any of your fights now that they're older?
I think a little bit. They've seen a bit. I don't like. We don't talk about it often. But my son has all my trophies and stuff in his room, so he loves it.
That's
But
incredible.
it's not. I don't even know if he's watched that many of my fights or not. He definitely asks me now and again, though.
You're the same age that George was when he came back.
No way.
Yeah.
After his ACL.
After the and there you are at the event. This was after the break, when he fought Johnny Hendricks, and then he came back and fought Michael Bisping.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
So right now you're how old are you now? 36?
Yeah, I just turned 36.
Yeah, so he was the same age. Oh yeah, you turned on July 22nd. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Thank you.
So there's I don't know, something in this. I don't know. Maybe there's something there. I'm not trying to pressure you or anything, but I feel like something's brewing here.
Yeah, a couple people have said that to me.
But you're just gonna you're not gonna say like, oh, I'm gonna make a decision. You're just letting que sera sera, as they say.
Yeah, I'm going with the flow a little bit and just one step at a time. I'm not gonna get too crazy and start, saying things I regret saying. Just having fun training. Having fun training.
Okay, I'll leave you on this. There's a bunch of new fans since you last fought in the UFC, right? As you know, the sport is in a much different place.
Yeah.
If someone is watching this and says, "Okay, let me see Rory at his prime, like at his best," what's the fight that you recommend? What's your favorite fight from that UFC run that you recommend people check out?
You know what? For UFC, I think my favorite fight was against Paul Daly.
Yeah.
I think I really came out. I prepared really good for that fight. Everything went to plan. So that was in Bellator. But everyone loves the Robbie fight. So probably check that one out. My fight with BJ Penn or Damian Maia. I don't know.
That's a good list. That's a good list. This was very unexpected, but warms my heart. Really great to see you back in the mix. I thought the account, by the way, was fake. The Instagram account. I thought it was someone just pretending to be you. So
you're not the only one. Yeah,
because it just kind of showed up with like a very few followers that weekend, and I was like, well, this is not him. But then I searched for you, and there was no other account. So I was like, it does actually seem like him to have deleted the old one. And
yeah, for sure.
And start a new one. So happy to see you back. So happy to see you happy. So happy that you were at that event. It was the highlight for me of the weekend to see you back on that stage with everyone else. So well done. And it's just great to see you loving the sport again and feeling good about your place in the sport, because you're a legend and a Hall of Famer, if you ask me. That fight, aside, what you did was incredible as a UFC fighter, a Bellator fighter, PFL fighter. So thank you so much, Rory. Great to reconnect with you. All the best to you and your family, and maybe, hopefully, down the line we get to see you again. That would be tremendous.
I appreciate it, Ariel. You're the man. Thanks a lot.
All the best. There he is, the great Rory MacDonald. So nice to have him back on the show. So nice to hear from him again. One of the good guys in the game, and he listed a few of those fights that I highly recommend you checking out. And I love the fact that he feels so much better about the Robbie Lawler fight, which obviously was an all-time classic. Paul Daly fight, Nate Diaz fight. The Nate Diaz fight felt like a coming out party. Thanks for watching this video. Before you go, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Also, give us a thumbs up, leave a nice comment. These things go a long way. And while you're here, do check out the rest of the channel. We've got live shows and full interviews, clips, and a whole lot more. We're doing big things here, and we appreciate your support very much.